Welcome to The In Crowd, a new Christian talk show for teens by teens, created by Alfred Street Baptist Church. Now, here are the upcoming announcements for this week.
We know that these are difficult and challenging times. We invite you to stay connected by participating in our online worship services and remain faithful in your giving online via our Alfred Street website, ASBC app, and on our text messaging system. If you have any questions about giving, please feel free to email our finance department at finance@alfredstreet.org. If you're interested in becoming a member of the historic Alfred Street Baptist Church, please email deacons with an S at alfredstreet.org or complete the membership form on our website or on our ASBC app.
We are now open for one in-person worship service every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, with doors opening at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. However, our limit is 500 people. Everyone must enter the building via the main doors on the portico facing the Alfred Street side of the street. But most importantly, everyone must be vaccinated in order to enter the building to worship.
All attendees must present a valid ID along with their vaccination card or a copy of their vaccination card in order to enter the building. No exceptions. Masks are encouraged, but not required. Please check out our in-person worship webpage on our website regarding any COVID-19 status updates and notifications as it relates to our in-person worship service.
All additional Alfred Street COVID protocols will be in place, including temperature checks and the utilization of our hand sanitizer stations. Please note, and this is very important, if you have submitted or uploaded your vaccination card previously to our 42 chat or SPLAN system, you will be required to present your vaccination card in person in order to enter the sanctuary. Be sure to visit our website and/or ASBC app for additional details or information regarding our in-person worship experience.
Please note, there will be no unauthorized recording or photography allowed during our in-person worship services. Marianne Reagan's presents the Scholarship and Essay Writing Bootcamp virtually online for the second time on Saturday, October 15th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Time. High school students are encouraged to develop effective writing skills due to the ongoing changes for standardized test scores by colleges and universities nationwide. We encourage all high school juniors and seniors to attend this important virtual online session hosted by the Faye Savage Gun Tutorial Ministry. Online registration is now open and is required for all participants. Email tutorial@alfredstreet.org for more information. Our Christian Life Institute, also known as CLI, and the Christian Education, Spiritual Gifts, and the Fivefold Ministry present a Zoom webinar which will focus on discovering your spiritual gift. This event can help one to understand how they can serve the body of Christ. Be sure to join us virtually on Thursday, October 20th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This Zoom webinar will be facilitated by our very own Reverend Rosalind Brooks, so please register online today. The Zoom information will be provided to you after registration. Email cli@alfredstreet.org for more information. Everyone is invited to join us for our communion drive-thru on Saturday, October 15th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Virginia Theological Seminary, also known as VTS, in Alexandria, Virginia. This is the perfect opportunity to drive by and pick up a package of communion elements for you and your family. If you're going to be in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area on Saturday, October 15th, we would love to see you. Remember, we continue to keep this as a no-contact event. Therefore, wearing your mask is strongly encouraged, but not required. Our pastor's pick for our October book of the month is Resurrection Hope, A Future Where Black Lives Matter, by author Kelly Brown Douglas. This book will discuss the topic. Please be sure to pick up a copy from your favorite retailer. Our Office of Christian Care and Counseling would like to remind everyone that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. For more information or resources regarding domestic violence, please visit our website or email pastoralcounseling@alfredstreet.org. Alfred Street Baptist Church, our Grief Share Ministry virtual Zoom fall session is underway and will continue through every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time through December 21st. Visit our website and virtual events webpage to get registered today.
Hey Alfred Street, Versus is back in stock. Our Verses team has been working around the clock to create another batch of our popular Verses Bible-based trivia card game, and they're now available for purchase. That's right, purchase your set of Verses cards today before we sell out again. Visit our website or ASBC app and be the first to get your hands on Verses, a Bible-based trivia game by Alfred Street Baptist Church.
Hey, Alfred Street family and friends. Are you visiting us for the very first time? Or perhaps you're new to Alfred Street and you want to stay connected to us or receive the latest Alfred Street updates via text? If so, all visitors, text the word visitors with an S to our new direct text number 571-977-4525. That's 571-977-4525. Or if you're not a new visitor, but you want to receive the latest Alfred Street updates via text, please text the words ASBC News. That's ASBC News, no space between ASBC and News, to that same direct number, 571-977-4525. Again, text ASBC News to 571-977-4525, and you'll receive the latest Alfred Street updates about upcoming events and activities. Please note that data rates may apply, so please check with your phone carriers. We thank you in advance for worshiping with us virtually.
Hey, Alfred Street. Speaking of new things, our intercessory prayer ministry is introducing an ASBC prayer wall for 2022. It's praying time, so this ASBC prayer wall will be accessible 24 hours a day online. Visit our website and/or ASBC app for more info. You can also email prayer@alfredstreet.org for additional information.
We invite everyone to continue to join your Alfred Street ministers and family Monday through Friday for our popular 7 a.m. Eastern Time prayer call. Join us in prayer and praise Monday through Friday only by dialing 425-436-6277, access code 246114 #. Again, that's 425-436-6277, access code 246114 #. Our new prayer line number will accommodate up to 2,000 participants. However, once we reach capacity, we will continue to offer the playback option. Call our playback number anytime after 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time each day, Monday through Friday, and you'll be able to replay the prayer call that you missed. To reach the playback line, please dial 425-436-6278 and enter the access code 246114 #. Please note that this is not a toll-free number, and therefore, depending on your phone carrier, rates may apply.
Alfred Street's men's ministry invites all men to join us virtually for weekly men's Sunday school. Email men@alfredstreet.org to receive the Zoom virtual classroom information. Also, we invite you to tune in to our Faith Forward weekly radio broadcast featuring Pastor Howard John Wesley every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Magic 102.3 FM and 92.7 FM for a powerful sermon that will move you forward in your faith.
For more information on these and all the exciting events taking place here at Alfred Street, please log on to alfredstreet.org.
The one thing they didn't tell y'all is this whole thing was set up in a couple hours. Come on.
Yeah. This the in crowd. Yeah. And if you ain't know, now you do. Yeah.
Are you in his will? Are you in his way? Are you walking in his way?
Yeah, are you walking in it? Okay.
Trust his plan. Just seek him every day.
Okay. I'm in his, What? Okay, I see that. I'm in his way, yeah. What? Yeah, I'm in his will. And it ain't no denying that. Look what I'm wearing. I'm so fly like heaven where I'm flying at. And I ain't tripping about no haters. No, I ain't got no time for that. And it's the in crowd, you ain't know? Then let me remind you that. Better get with the program before it's too late. I ain't sugarcoating nothing, I'ma say what I say. Positivity only, so if you hate, you in the way. And it's the best team talk show, and that ain't nothing to debate. I'm in his way, I'm in his I'm in his way. Trust it, yeah, from every day, yeah. I'm in his way, yeah, I'm in his, yeah. Every day, yeah. I'm in his, yeah. Yeah, every day, yeah. In his what? I'm in his way, yeah. What? Yeah, every day,
Welcome to the In Crowd. This is a show for teens, led by teens. This is a crowd we want you all to be a part of. So, are you in?
I'm in.
I'm your girl, Coco J.
I'm Nova.
I'm Vernon. I'm CJ.
And I'm Kayla.
This episode explores teen development and how to maintain whole body wellness. I'm sure you've seen all the TikTok challenges that folks have been participating in. Well, in today's Get in the Game, we're playing a game that requires skill and speed. So let's get in the game. Today's game is called Got Good Memory. So we have some audience members up here with our host. Can you and your partner place the items back on the table in the order it was? The team that does it the quickest wins. Easy enough? Yeah. All right, come on up, group one. Okay, Kayla, can you introduce your audience member?
Yes, so here with me today I have Chloe.
Hi.
Hi, Chloe, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, so after I lift this shield, you'll have 3 seconds to look at the items here. You'll then turn around, Kayla will scramble these items, and you'll have to put them back in order. Okay. All righty. 1, 2, 3. All right, Chloe, you can turn back around. Your 15 seconds starts now. Okay, Chloe, that was correct. All right, so we have our group 2 up, which is CJ's group. CJ, you want to introduce your guest?
Tell them what your name is. My name is Seth. Seth, my man Seth right here.
All right, Seth, you ready? Yes. All right, did you remember the rules? Yes, I do. Okay. All right, Seth. You got 3 seconds. 1.
This cake.
2.
This cake.
3. All righty.
All right. Let me see what I'm about to do. Let me see. All right, this about right here. This about right.
All right, Seth, you can turn around. And your time starts now. Uh-oh. Seth,
I think
Seth, you got a couple more seconds if you want to fix it.
It's all right.
All right, Seth. I'm sorry, but CJ's group.
It's all right. We're going to come back.
You are now out of the running.
We're going to come back stronger.
All right, you guys. Now we have group number 3, which is Vernon's group. Vernon, do you want to introduce your guest?
We got Dom up here.
What's What's up, Dom? Are you ready? Okay, you remember the rules? All right, well, let's get started. 3, 2, 1.
Right, I need you to get this because we were talking a lot of trash earlier, so.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Not trash.
I'm just saying, trash talkers. All right, you ready, Dom? Your time starts now. Sorry, Dom, that's incorrect. You still have time. Dom, keep trying. Well, your time is up, Dom. I'm very sorry. All right, you guys, we have our last group number 4, which is Nova's group. Nova, you want to introduce us?
My lovely partner, London.
Hey.
Hi, London. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, you know the rules, right? Let's get started. And 3, 2, 1. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. All right, London, you could turn around and your time starts now. London, that's correct.
Yes.
London, you got that in 8 seconds, which means team number 1.
We still did good.
That's what I'm talking.
We still did
You
good.
are the winners. It looks like it was a lot of girl power up here today. We just want to congratulate team number 1. You all really came ready. I love that this challenge included something that made you think and something that made you move, because in today's episode, we're focusing on wellness and health. I'm talking spiritual, physical, emotional, and mental. So let's get into it, guys, right after this break.
We are now open for one in-person worship service every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, with doors opening at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. However, our limit is 500 people. But most importantly, everyone must be vaccinated in order to enter the building to worship.
Please check out our in-person worship webpage on our website regarding any COVID-19 status updates and notifications as it relates to our in-person worship service.
If you're interested in becoming a member of the historic Alfred Street Baptist Church, please email deacons with an S at alfredstreet.org or complete the membership form on our website or on our ASBC app.
Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to the In Crowd. But now it's time to get in the classroom. If you remember from last episode, we played this little fun rapping, rhyming game, but DJ Manny's gonna take it over now.
Well, you already know how it goes. We rhyming your words with the rest of the word from the last word from the word. And the first word is bang. Let's go.
In the classroom.
What we doing in the...
It's time to get in the chat in the classroom.
I saw a black cat in the classroom.
No snitches, no rats in the classroom.
My classmate real fat in the classroom.
Coco got a tat in the classroom.
I'm really about to spat in the classroom.
Bad grades go splat in the classroom.
I really love that in the classroom.
My teacher try and get smacked in the classroom.
That pizza looking kind of flat in the classroom.
I got a really thick rack in the classroom.
So I'm gonna get at the classroom.
I think she just sat in the classroom.
You better watch how you act in the classroom.
I'm gonna hit it with a bat in the classroom.
Kick it out of the classroom. What we doing in the classroom? Our next word is ball.
Okay.
I have to take a call in the classroom.
Gonna get them all in the classroom.
I'm feeling real tall in the classroom.
Don't trip, don't fall in the classroom.
I got a really nice shawl in the classroom.
I'm feeling kinda small in the classroom.
I'm at the go to the mall in the classroom.
I can't listen at all in the classroom.
Kick him out.
What we doing in the classroom? Kick it out the classroom.
Hey,
What we doing in the classroom?
the next word is brand.
Feeling kinda dead in the classroom.
CJ got a big head in the classroom.
Don't know what my teacher said in the classroom.
Kick him out the classroom. Hey, kick him out the classroom. Hey, what we doing in the classroom?
Our last word is poop. Let's go.
I think you guess he got a poop in the classroom.
I'm blowing my flute in the classroom. Yeah, kick him out the classroom.
Hey, what we doing in the classroom? Hey, what we doing in the classroom?
That was a real fun round, you guys, but I think we gotta head to commercial.
We invite you to tune in to our Faith Forward weekly radio broadcast featuring Pastor Howard John Wesley every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Magic 102.3 FM and 92.7 FM for a powerful sermon that will move you forward in your faith.
Welcome back, you guys, to the In Crowd. Now it's time I think we get in the chat. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
For sure.
All right.
Let's get in the chat.
Our verse of the day is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 through 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies.
I'm really excited to lead this conversation today because I think that when we think about health and wellness, we all think about the physical health and our outside bodies, but we neglect to think about, our mental health, our spiritual health, emotional. So I'm really excited to talk about that today, guys.
I agree. But every time somebody brings up health, I just think about gym class because that's all we talk about in gym.
I'm not gonna lie, for me, gym is not the first thing I'm gonna think about. You will not catch me in a gym, but I will ensure that I move my body, just not in a gym.
I think when most people think of health, though, they only think of like a certain aspect of their body, like physical or only mental, but they don't really think about like the whole body wellness.
Yeah.
So what is whole body wellness?
Well, whole body wellness or health is a 360-degree view of one's health. It acknowledges the physical, the mental, the emotional, the social, and spiritual factors in a person's ability to thrive and just not merely survive.
Okay. So that was a lot of words. Let's use a little less for the audience here.
Right, the audience.
Basically, what she's saying is it's focusing on your whole health, body, from your head to your toes, inside, outside, that type thing.
Right. All right, you guys, well, let's go ahead and get in the chat. So we asked our studio audience 4 questions at the beginning of the show, and I'm going to ask you guys the same 4 questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your physical health?
Okay, I'd probably rate my physical health at the moment a 3. I'm not as consistent as I think I should be with moving around. I've gotten pretty lazy, I'm not gonna lie. So I'd give it about a 3, but I'd wish I was a 4. I don't think I wanna be a 5, but I think a 4 is a good, healthy place for me to be.
I think I'm between like a 2 and a 3 because like there was a point where I was working out actively and I was eating right, and then quarantine, COVID, and then I'm still trying to get back onto that. So like, but like I'm still healthy, I'm still like making conscious decisions. So I say 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I say like a 3 because, I was working out at a time. I was boxing, putting that work in, but I stopped doing that. But I don't eat really junk or anything like that, so I say a 3, yeah, 3.
I'd say a 4 because I actually go to the gym pretty regularly. Like every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You got a schedule.
Yeah, I have like a whole routine I used to do with my dad. So
trying to get like you.
Yeah, so I'd say it's pretty good because I got to keep up for sports and jump.
That's good. How would you all, what would you say, how important is physical health to you? Yes, to you. How important is physical health to you?
I'd say it's pretty important because it's gonna, depending on what you do now, like a lot of decisions we make now are gonna affect our life in the long run.
Yep.
And so it's important that we take care of ourselves, like physically, like health-wise, like make sure like we're eating right, we have a good body mass, but also like you wanna look your best. And so you don't have to have like a certain image to look your best, but like you wanna make sure that you're feeling your best in your own body.
Yeah.
So feel good about yourself.
For me, I think it's important. It makes me feel better and I feel more productive. I think when I'm able to do a physical activity, and so it's important for me.
Yeah. And your physical health does tie into, the other categories of the health status, which we'll be getting into a little later. But what about you, CJ? How important do you think physical health is to you?
I feel like physical health is important because if you treat your body well, you could live longer, more healthier. You don't have to worry about like certain cancers and whatnot because you know that you're taking care of your body.
Yep. All right, you guys. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your mental health?
At the moment, I'd give it 2.5, a 3. I'd say I'm pretty stressed right now. Like I have a lot of things on my mind, and I don't think I handle my stress correctly, which I do see it affects me mentally a lot. So I'd give myself like a 2.5, a 3.
I say like a 3.5 to 4. Like I feel like at a point in time it was really bad, but like then I did a bunch of stuff, and I feel like now I'm at a point where like I'm pretty mentally stable. So I'd say yeah.
I'd say like a 3 or 2.5, like what Kayla said, because I'm not the best right now, but it could be worse. Like I know somebody has it way worse than me, so I just think about it like that.
I'd say a 4 again, because I like to look on the positive side of things. I'm a very optimistic person. I like to think about, glass is always half full, because yes, I'm gonna go into a really stressful situation, but I'm able to get into going into college. I'm able to do that. Yeah. Because it's a big step. It's gonna be really stressful, but I'm going to college. I'm gonna be taking a big step in my future. Yep. So that's exciting. So yeah, just look at things on the lighter side.
Definitely.
So I'm wondering, because everybody has their low days, their bad days. So I'm wondering, when you guys are feeling down or you don't feel like your mental health is at its best, what is something that you do to pick yourself up?
For me, I give myself a free day. So usually I'm always doing some kind of work. I'm always on some kind of call. So once I realize I'm getting super bad, I do a whole reset. So I'll clean my room. I might rearrange it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll take a shower, use all my nice products that I wouldn't usually use. I might read my book all day. Just do something for me and just me. You said I lost you. Yeah, but just something for me all day.
Yeah, about the same. I'll be by myself when I do, but a little self-care day, jam into some music, just dance, try to do something that would personally lift my moods.
Yeah, I agree. Listening to music is definitely top one for me, but other than that, I could say I go take a walk outside, just something like that, just to clear my mind.
Yeah, I either do some physical activity or listen to music, because there was a study that said that when you work out, you get a release of serotonin, which is the happy drug in your brain. So then the more you walk around, more stuff, you start to feel better. So when I walk around or when I hear music, and then that's when I start to really talk to somebody about it, because I don't like to hold stuff into myself, because I feel like that's gonna make me self-destructive. So I like to tell someone about my problems and work it out with them, because talking to somebody can also help you feel better too. Sometimes you just need to let it out and not hold it.
I was gonna say, I just thought of something why, if we know these are the things that help us, I wonder why sometimes it's so hard for us to try and incorporate it into our everyday life, and maybe take a little bit of stress out of each day. Maybe not have do your whole self-care regimen, but set aside a time to read a book one afternoon, and then the next day set aside a time to use all your fancy products. Yep.
I like that. That's smart.
Yeah, I think that this is going to sound really bad, but I think that caring is hard. So like it takes a lot of energy to care, even for other people. And I do think that sometimes we put other people before ourselves. So, it messes ourselves up. So I agree with you. I think that we should take more time every day to care for ourselves. But I think that the mental health ties in a lot into the next topic, which is emotional/social health. What would you rate you guys' social health or emotional health on a scale of 1 to 5?
I'd say my social health. I'd give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Well, how would you guys differentiate like emotional and social health from mental health?
That's a good question.
I was thinking about it more as like my relationship with people. How am I able to like interact with others?
Okay. Well, in that case,
go ahead. No, you're good.
Okay, well, in that case, I'd say like a 4.5. Like, I feel like I deal with other people very well. And also, like, I know, like, if I need space, like, I think me and my friend hung out, like, 8 days in 1 week. And I was like, yeah, I can't hang out with you, like, next week in, like, personal space. So I feel like on that end, I handle it really well. So 4.5.
Okay.
My social, I say like a 3 because, I feel like I know how to handle myself when I'm around people. Like, I feel like you gotta have like a switch. Like, you gotta know how to act and how not to act when you're around certain people. But at the same time, when somebody like pushes my button and like continues to like push my buttons, like I might get a little upset. I'm not gonna lie. I might, Yeah. I feel like that's everybody though. Everybody has their like limit to where like how much they could take before they just out of it.
Yeah. That's true. Everybody does have a limit. What about you, Vernon?
This is being human. Everybody's got that limit. It's crazy. For emotional and social health, I'd say a 4 because I like talking to people. I'm not really one to like be by myself, because I get bored or just like to hang around people.
Honestly, you guys, I think that my social health meter will probably be the lowest out of all 4, even though we didn't get to the last one. Only because I tend to exert a lot of energy when I'm with people, like, socially, my friends or whatever. And then I feel like super, super drained afterward. Like, contrary to your belief, I like to be alone, Like, I'm outgoing, but I like to be alone. So I think that mine will probably be kind of low, maybe like a 2.
Would you guys say you're an introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
I think I'm an ambivert.
I'm an ambivert, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say extrovert.
To be honest, I don't even know what that means.
So, like, are you more outgoing or do you like to stay to yourself?
I say both, but recently I just stay to myself because, I don't know, I feel like when you by yourself, you do a lot more thinking. Like, you just got way more time to think.
That's true.
That is true.
Okay, you guys. Well, the last question is on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your spiritual health? Christians?
I'm going to rate mine a 3. I go to church, I go to Sunday school and Bible study, but I don't put in as much work as I could, like, on my own time. Like, I might do it, I don't do it every day. I might do it like once or twice a week, and I think I should do it more. So that's why I'll put it at 3.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd also say 3, only because, like, as I said, we go to church every Sunday, but outside of that, I don't really do that much, like, in my own time.
I say like a 3, like how Kayla said, because I go to church from time to time, but I feel like certain things the pastor talk about, you gotta be like a certain age to like really like understand what he's saying, because I feel like at my age, like being a teenager, I can't really relate to all the things that he's saying. But when I do, I do like relate to some things that he say, but I just don't always understand what he's saying. Like,
see, that's why we have programs like Higher Ground at Alfred Street Baptist Church. A little plug there.
Shameless plug, I see.
But yeah, it is important for like us to be able to understand the sermons, so like we're actually able to, know what the word is about, because it's supposed to be for everybody, so it has to be understood by everybody. So sometimes you have to change the way it's said or like how it's preached so that everybody can understand it. And so I'd rate my spiritual health as like a 3-2 across the board. Because for the exact same reasons you guys were saying, because like I could definitely do more in like, you know, reading the Bible outside, praying like every now and or when I in the mornings, at night, before I eat, all those. Yeah. So yeah, like we just did, like all across the board, no one actually put like a 5. Yeah. Because there's always room for improvement. Yep. Like no matter what you're doing, like you're not always gonna be perfect because there's like only one perfect in this hip. So that's why everybody can improve.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, and then I also think my ratings, like for each question, it's gonna change by the day. Like tomorrow, I might feel like my emotional and social health is like not doing so well, or even my mental health, or my mental health might improve tomorrow. Like I think it's not a linear thing. I think it's always gonna fluctuate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since Vernon was talking about things that he could do differently, what do you think that you could be doing to increase the rate of your spiritual health?
Put more effort in. Like sometimes I feel like the reason I hold myself back in it is just because I get lazy. Like having to get up and get my Bible, as bad as that sounds, it's like, do I really want to get out of my bed at a comfortable spot and go get my Bible? But like, yes, I should like get up, you know? Yeah. So I think my first step would probably just be like making myself just be like, just get up and do it. Because once you're up and doing it, it's Yeah.
I do think that we should all find more time for God every day, no matter what. And my wish for myself is for my spiritual health to be at its greatest. But anyway, I'm going to share with you guys the statistics of the audience for what they said. So the first one was on a scale of 1 to 5, how do you rate your physical health? And the audience, their average was about a 3.8. The second one was on a scale of 1 to 5, how you would rate your emotional and social health. And that was about a 4.2. The third one was how you would rate your mental health. And that one was a 3.6. And lastly, the spiritual health was about a 3.2. So we're all around the same. We're pretty much all in the middle. So yeah, I do think, like we all said, that there's room for growth in every part of our health. And I think that's something that we should work towards. We should, strive to do. Yeah.
I agree.
We live and we learn.
I'm surprised spiritual was so low, though. Like, notice physical seemed to be the highest and spiritual seemed to be the lowest.
That is true. Well, emotional was the highest, it looked like.
Oh, sorry. 4.2. Emotional was highest.
Yeah.
Maybe people are just, like, really good people.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that's all the time that we have today for the chat. So we're going to go ahead and send it to commercial. And after this, we'll be back.
We know that these are difficult and challenging times. We invite you to stay connected by participating in our online worship services and remain faithful in your giving online via our Alfred Street website, ASBC app, and on our text messaging system. If you have any questions about giving, please feel free to email our finance department at finance@alfredstreet.org.
Join us at one of our online services that take place online on Saturdays at 6 p.m., Sunday morning at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 2 p.m. Please visit alfredstreet.org or be sure to download our Alfred Street Baptist Church app in iTunes or in the Google Play Store.
Welcome back, In Crowd family. We have reached the end of the show, but we can't leave you without the In Crowd inspiration of the day.
That's right. It's time to get into the Word. Our scripture reading today was 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 9 through 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies.
This verse is a reminder to take care of your body and treat it well, because you want to honor the Holy Spirit and pursue whole body wellness.
Before we do leave today, I would like to give a special thank you to our clothing sponsor, Ambition.
We'd also like to thank Pastor Howard John Wesley of Alfred Street Baptist Church, as well as the audience. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we do, and we love and thank you so much for being here and joining us online. You can remember to follow us on our Instagram and catch us next time on The In Crowd. So,
Are you in?